A leadership shakeup is coming to Bumble, and we're seeing that reaction play out in the stock with shares off nearly 9%. Now, the company's founder and CEO, Whitney Wolfe Herd, will be stepping down from the helm. This is effective January 2nd and will be replaced by current Slack CEO Lidiane Jones. Now, with Wolfe Herd remaining in the executive chair position, you talk about how significant this is to the company. We know Bumble has been very successful in terms of differentiating itself from the other dating apps that are out there. They certainly have been welcomed here by investors. When you take into account that Wolfe Herd founded Bumble nearly a decade ago, she will remain on as executive chair, so that should help alleviate some of the fears out there from investors. But Whitney Wolfe Herd saying in this statement that she believes Bumble is significant potential more than ever before when you take into account where it is positioned today. I thought hard about what type of leader could ultimately step into the CEO role as a successor and help continue taking Bumble to even greater heights. I am so pleased to have found Lidiane. So when you take Bumble, shares have been down about 45% over the past year. Lidiane was the CEO of Slack, owned by Salesforce, and just took up that position not too long ago. So a bit of a surprise move here in terms of her already leaving Slack. And then, of course, the question is what this means for the company, as they put it, the company's next chapter of growth here for Bumble.
Yeah, absolutely. And that growth is going to come on a few major metrics here. You think about the average revenue per active user or paying user that is on the site right now, that sits at about, 2.4 million, I believe, or excuse me, 2.4 billion is what they brought in the most recent, 2.4 million, where they're seeing ultimately over the past kind of 3 months, and this is basically just coming ahead of their earnings report. Their earnings report comes out tomorrow, so we're actually going to get an update on all of these figures anyway. But looking across some of the total paying users and the growth that they've seen there, that's sitting at about 3.6 million over this most recent quarter that ended in June 2023. So all of that considered for Lidiane and the kind of metrics that they're going to continue to watch with the strategic priorities they've set forth as well. It's still going to come in an era of strong financial discipline here too. They've been talking about that. The CFO, Anu Subramanian, has kind of pounded the pavement on that. And so it'll be interesting to see where that strategic play continues to come forward in this changeover. And so we'll hear more from the company tomorrow. We don't got to wait long.